Thrash woke up in a soft bed and looked around to find a giant turkey. He immediately started stuffing his face when he noticed that the room he was in was missing a wall. He looked out and saw his house was almost rebuilt and the town hall was just missing the roof. Everything was still covered in ash and causing some people to cough occasionally. Thrash took the turkey leg, climbed down the stairs, and walked outside. A villager walked by. "Oh, Thrash, you're up. Go to the town hall. Master Guardian wants to speak with you." Okay, Thrash said as he walked to the town hall and opened the door. Hello, Master Guardian. Where are you?" Thrash saw Master Guardian on the stage. "Hey, what are you doing?" he asked. "Thrash, there you are. Put this on," said Master Guardian as he tossed Thrash some clothes. "What's this? How long was I asleep? Where'd you find that giant turkey?" questioned Thrash. "Well, the turkey was in the meadow. It took 3 guardians to take it down. As for your other 2 questions, you were asleep for about 3 days, and I was just putting the finishing touches on your armor you're going to use to fight the dragon again." 3 days? Armor? Wait, there's a meadow full of giant turkeys? I'm not going back up there. "You're going," he said. "You see, I was surprised you came back at all, which shows real promise. Now, I know you're the one who will save us from the evil dragon, but you are not ready yet. Here, put on this armor. It is made of dragon hide." Master Guardian handed Thrash the suit made of the black dragon hide and gray scales tipped with red, wrapped in a cloak made from the same material. "You will also need this sword, which was given to us one day by a strange man in a black cloak. He said that one day it would help us banish a great evil, and I believe the day has come. He also said the blade is blessed with black magic from those strange people at the top of the mountain. So I would say now is a pretty fair fight," said Master Guardian, handing Thrash the armor. Thrash put on the armor and examined the sword. It was a very large sword, almost as tall as he was, and approximately a foot wide of dense black metal. "Do I really need the sissy cape?" said Thrash. "First, it's a cloak, and it's going to help you, trust me," said Master Guardian. "Well, alright, but I think it's going to get in the way." Thrash put the armor on, and they went to go train. They arrived at a large grassy field next to a large oak tree. "Okay, let's get the training started," Thrash said with excitement. "First things first, can you lift the sword, Thrash?" "It's pretty heavy, but I think I can manage," Thrash said, lifting the sword. "Good. I want you to cut down the branch above us," said Master Guardian. "But it's so high. I don't know if I can reach it," Thrash said, sizing up the branch. "Listen, if you can't reach that low branch, then you might as well just wait here for the dragon to fry you," Master Guardian said. Thrash looked at the branch and with all of his might severed it from its place. The sword came crashing down to the ground with a large thud. "Ha ha! How's that?" Thrash glowed with a big grin on his face. "Good. Now continue," Master Guardian said to Thrash, who had a confused look on his face. "Keep cutting the branches. I want to see a bare tree," Master Guardian said. Thrash looked at the tree and, without another word, began slicing the branches left and right until he got to a point where he could not reach them anymore. "I think I'm done," Thrash said. "I said I want to see a bare tree. That tree still has plenty of branches, and it's only midday," Master Guardian said. "But how am I supposed to get those higher up branches? They're far to reach," said Thrash with a groan. "You're a clever kid. I'm sure you'll figure it out," Master Guardian said. Thrash turned to the tree and attempted to climb up, but he had severed only limbs that would be good grabbing points. If I can't get up to the branches, I'll just have to bring the branches down to me," Thrash said, picking up his sword with one mighty blow, cut the trunk of the tree straight through. Thrash kicked the tree down, and it fell to the ground with a great force. I knew you could do it, my boy. You see what you can accomplish when you just put your mind to it? The last of those branches should be a simple task now," Master Guardian said, applauding. Thrash. He smiled and began chopping off the branches until he finally finished at sunset. Okay, that's the last of them. Now can we eat something? No problem. Follow me, said Master Guardian, who stood up and began walking off. Thrash followed him to a large meadow completely inhabited by giant turkeys. Wow! They're huge and everywhere, Thrash said, looking around. Take your pick, and we will eat well tonight. But I thought you said it took 3 guardians to take one of these down, Thrash said. That's right. You will have to triple your power of any ordinary guardian. Now go show me your strength. Remember, no foul play, Master Guardian said with a chuckle. Wow, Master Guardian, your jokes are terrible, Thrash said as he darted off and found a suitable turkey. Well, you look tasty. Get ready. I want to see everything you have, turkey, Thrash said before he charged at the turkey and swung at it with his sword. The turkey moved out of the way and dodged the sword. Thrash looked a little surprised as the turkey pushed him away from his sword. It approached him when he got up and punched it. His fist just sank into the feathers, causing no harm. The turkey pecked him on the head a few times before Thrash stood back up and tripped over a vine. Thrash picked up the vine and stared at the turkey. No dinner is going to outsmart me! The turkey charged at him, but he quickly sidestepped and jumped on the turkey's back, wrapping the vine around its neck and using it as reins to steer the beast. The turkey ran wild around, but Thrash held tight. He picked up his sword as the turkey moved by it and used it to sever its head. The turkey lay down on the grass, dead. Thanks for the ride, Bucky, but I have another use for you now. Later, as they were eating the turkey around a campfire, using wood from the tree Thrash chopped down, they began to talk. Do you really think I can beat the dragon, Master Guardian? Thrash asked, taking a bite of meat. I believe you can. You are very strong, and you have proved to me today that you don't need any more training. You have enough brute strength, and you are clever enough to beat an intelligent enemy. You are ready to face the dragon, but not now. You've had a long day, and you should get some rest, Master Guardian said to Thrash before they both went to sleep. They walked to the village and were stopped by everyone gathered in the middle of the town. Before you go, we each want to give you something. From the baker, a fresh loaf of bread. From the farmers, a sack of assorted vegetables. From the blacksmith, 2 pieces of flint. From the villagers, a satchel made of silk and leather. From the butchers, 3 12-ounce sirloin steaks. From your brother and the head tanner, a proper sheath for your sword. And from the guardians, you shall be knighted. And from me, said Master Guardian, you may have my... And Thrash went off to defeat the dreadful dragon. As he walked through the forbidden forest, where it just ran right through without interruptions, Thrash started climbing up the mountain, and he got to the ledge with the eagle's nest and said, I'm hungry. I think I'll use my food to make a hero sandwich. So Thrash lit the nest with the flint and cooked the steaks, then cut them up with the veggies and bread, and after he had sliced in half with his sword, then he munched down the sandwich until he had finished it all and climbed back up to the top. Thrash looked around and heard, Wait! He looked behind him and saw Master Guardian with a long sword in hand. I'll help you on your quest, said Master Guardian. Thanks! Now let's go, Thrash yelled to get the dragon's attention. Thrash yelled to get the dragon's attention. Hey! It emerged from the darkness and roared right back at Thrash and Master Guardian. They charged at him and slashed and hacked at the dragon, but he caught on quickly and turned at them with a mighty swoosh of his tail. Master Guardian sprang backwards, did a backflip, and landed on one foot. Thrash, on the other hand, jumped back and stumbled, landing and falling on his butt. Thrash and Master Guardian ran in separate directions, but the dragon turned and blew a blast of fire at Thrash. Thrash, use the cloak! Master Guardian shouted. Thrash pulled the cloak over his head, shielding him from the flames. "This thing is fireproof?" asked Thrash, as the dragon head came down, trying to bite him. "That's right." That gives me an idea," said Thrash as he jumped on the dragon's head and tied the cloak around the dragon's mouth like a muzzle. The dragon jerked his head from side to side, but Dragon held on to the cloak, pulling it tighter and tighter. The dragon tried to breathe fire, but only filled the cloak with smoke, and eventually fell from lack of air. "That was easy," said Thrash, panting. "It's not over." The dragon began to glow in a black aura around his body, and gets up, tearing the cloak off with its claws. The dragon launched a wave of flames at Thrash. Master Guardian jumped in front of the fire, shielding him. "Thrash, stab him in the heart with your sword. It is the only way to destroy him," Master Guardian shouted as he fell to the ground. Thrash stared at the body. "Now you've done it. You've made me incredibly angry. I am going to kill you. I will avenge the loss of Master Guardian, my village, my sword, and all those years you have plagued us." He ran up to the dragon, which leaped onto its back legs. Thrash threw his sword, piercing the dragon's dark heart. Suddenly, the dragon let out a roar of pain and began blasting ash into the air around them and down to the village before turning into a giant statue of black emeralds. Thrash limped back to the village with his sword dragging behind him and Master Guardian's body over his shoulder. "Thrash," said one of the villagers, "what happened?" "I'm too weak to talk. Someone get me a turkey leg and I'll tell you all at the town hall." The next day, Thrash gave the speech at the town hall, wearing Master Guardian's armor with the dragon hide cloak. Today, we are free from living in fear of the dreaded dragon, but it has come at a terrible price. The life of our beloved leader, Master Guardian. In his memory, we shall have a great funeral of many turkeys, all sorts of wines, and plenty of sorrow cake. Master Guardian's funeral was held at midnight, with the only light coming from some candles on his casket. All the Guardians wept at the loss of their leader, and Thrash became the strongest guardian in the village and was proclaimed the new Master Guardian. The end. Okay, yeah, I know there were some inconsistencies and some of the grammar was kind of screwed up, and I had to work my way around that. I should probably change that thing with the cloak because the dragon tore it off, but whatever. Anyways, just know I made this as a kid. My other stuff gets a lot better and a lot longer, trust me. But, well, that's the first of many to come. See, this is the reason why I completely excluded this from the series. It's not even worthy to be in there. If you thought it was good, well, then there's a lot better to come. So, well, I guess that's it. This is a reading, so I'm not going to be doing my LP outro. And, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you when I do Forbidden Darkness 1, Wrath of the Black Emerald Dragon.